If we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run all of the things I did? ever hold you back, since we've already made our bed. So just lie in it and don't lie to me. You're my eyewitness to this travesty, so it's for the best if you come clean. Promise that we wouldn't be this, and why did it all go amiss? Reminiscing about our back and forth, back and forth. Guess this what's left of us, just small talk and hoping for the day that we finally make the call. Oh, I've seen enough to know never did we give our all, but if you feel something, oh, just let it go. I don't wanna ever hold you back, since we've already made our bed. So just lie in it and don't lie to me. You're my eyewitness to this travesty, so it's for the best if you come clean.
빵 같아요. 그거 뜯는 게 또 포인트거든. 콩콩이 재활용법이에요. 써도 돼요. 근데 그림 그리면서 웃는 거지. 눈물 젖은 손으로 해본 줄 알아요. 뭐 필요한 거 있어? 분명히 하다 구도를 잘못 잡아서 삐져나가지고 이거 여기 있어야 돼. 하고 여기다가 2, 3 아래다가
이건 뭐예요?
그냥 밑에가 너무 허전해서 비어갖고 채워주려고.
이런 감성 좋아.
I've been spending time thinking about the time I spent on things that I despised, and all the sleepless nights, ambition cast aside for TV and wishing and dreaming, but I'm still waiting on a sign, like I believe in something, like something believes in me. Waiting is too easy, wishing is too easy. Nothing that's easy will free me. This is where I turn around and make my way back to reckless and naive, and I refuse to listen to this sound. The future is loud, but my friends are with me now, and now will last a while. I used to never smile, show my teeth or be open to change, but all of my friends are with me now. May lose my way, you know I already lost it today. Just to be clear, I admit to all of my crimes. No, I've been a fool so many times. When a hopeless romantic finds love, he's bound to start looking in places that he's not gonna find hope at all. I'm always gonna fall. It's not so hopeless after all.